I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, jam eaters and jam munchers, welcome to another episode of Unplanned Trek. We're the podcast that talks about walking in the wilderness without any preparation. No, that's not the podcast you're in for today. It's Unplanned Trek, where we talk about a random episode of Trek. We're doing a little thing called the 50 Shades of Trek project at the moment, where we're counting down the 50 sexiest moments of Star Trek. I am joined by my co-host, Andrew Hogan.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great time. Sunday morning here. Absolute party zone in Tasmania.
That's right. We are joined by our producer, and because this is a time travel episode, he was here yesterday, he'll be here tomorrow, and he's here right now. It's Mark. How are you, Mark?
Hello. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
Thank you all for being here. This is a big crowd today. This is good fun.
It will be fun. And we're also joined by a man that says he watches Sub Rosa purely for the science. It's Captain Goodwill from the Trekking Up North podcast. How are you, Captain Goodwill?
I like trains.
Excellent. This is going to be a great podcast. Thank you for that. Well, guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to watch an episode called Magic to Make the Sanest Man Go Mad, or the one that I like to call the one with the long title. We are going to watch this as a live rewatch where we are going to talk about it as we've got it playing on in the background. We'll watch it with the sound down and the subtitles on. And if you would like to do it along with us, feel free to get it queued up on your streaming service or your DVD or however you access information. You wouldn't steal a car, we know that, but you might download one. Get it ready. We will tell you when to press play and you can watch along at the same time as us. Then when the episode finishes, we are going to analyse this episode, but we're not going to be reviewing it. We are going to be giving out medals and awards to some of the things that happened. So that includes romance, dying, fights, food, the best three characters and the worst three characters, and a little bit more in between. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. It is going to be a little bit unhinged. It's going to be a little bit unplanned, but it's going to be fun all the same. Guys, we might start, we'll go clockwise from Mark. Mark, can you remember this episode? Do you have any, and you got any thoughts of it before we press play?
I do remember this episode. This is actually one of my very, very favorite episodes of Discovery. It's usually difficult to suck me into a time travel episode.
Right.
Because sometimes it's just a little cheesy. They skip a lot of steps, whatever, nerd reasons. But this one is amazing. I love this episode. I mean, we've talked about it a little before. We'll talk about it again now. But some of my favorite things happen in this episode. Killing Orca 500 times is Lorca 500 times.
He is my favorite captain. Yeah. What about you, Goodwill? When's the last time you watched this episode?
When it first aired, all the way back in 2017. Oh my God, 2017. I love this episode, not purely because of the fact it had the Bee Gees in Star Trek, which I think two things that needed to be together for the longest time were finally merged. So we had chest air medallions and spore drives. I loved it. It was a Harry Mudd episode. Who doesn't love Harry Mudd? Right, and yeah, I am very fond of season 1 of Star Trek Discovery, hence the attire. So
it's a very nice top.
No,
yeah, I'm a bit jealous. Speaking of being jealous of his tops, Mr. Hogan in the Batman today, with Batman behind you and Batman next to him. When's the last time you watched this episode, and what do you think of it?
This is magic, absolute magic. Rainn Wilson, just how
yes.
When I read that's who's playing Harry Mudd, I'm like, fuck me, that is just gold casting. That's god tier level. And I also love time loop episodes. I love bootstrap paradoxes. The whole thing that going back in time messes completely with any sensible science, and that's exactly why we have science fiction. I love this.
Yeah. This is going to sound like it's made up, but when I was at uni, I did a course in time travel. It was part of my philosophy degree where we looked at some of those paradoxes, and I only just passed. But
so hang on,
just passed means I passed, right?
Yeah, why don't
you go back in time and do the exam again?
The lecturer started the whole course with, I can tell that time travel is not going to exist in my lifetime or else I'd already be here. Right. So this is the best part of the course ruined within the first sentence. Yeah, but hopefully we don't do that in this podcast and ruin time travel within the first sentence of the pod today. So, guys, we'll give you a bit of time to get it lined up. If you have a look behind Mark's right shoulder, he's got it queued up ready at the credits. So this episode, for some of you streamers, will start with a previously on, but it's not like that everywhere. So if you could skip ahead to the start of the credits, we'll all be lined up to go. We'll press play in a couple of minutes, so you've got a little time to get it sorted. It will be a lot of fun today, guys, because, this is probably one of the time travel episodes in the kind of same vein as Cause and Effect, where you get to see the same action a few times, but it's just done so well with these guys. And it's a rare one in Discovery, because Discovery doesn't really do one and done episodes. It's usually season long story arcs, and a lot of the action that happens in this one actually doesn't play into the key action of season one, and kind of really sets up the formula that they start using in Strange New Worlds. And for those that are fans of Strange New Worlds, we wouldn't get Strange New Worlds if we didn't get Disco first. So and of course with Disco season 5 about to come out in as we record this in about a month and a day's time, it's kind of a good time to step back and watch one of the best ofs.
Hey, while we're killing time, one of the cool things about this episode, and in fact about the whole first season, is that the eye doctor in me really liked it, because I worked out what eye drops Lorca keeps putting in his eyes.
Yeah,
because he's sensitive.
You knew what he was doing, did you? Yeah.
He's sensitive to light, being from the mirror universe. So he's putting in atropine, which makes your pupils really, really fucking small, so not much light gets in.
Right, so you called it. You're like, oh, that's mirror Lorca, straight up.
Actually, a friend of mine who's another optometrist actually called it. I was too vague too, but I'll take credit because she's not on here, right? And the second thing is, the hypersprays. The hypersprays they use in this show are actually based on an eye doctor device that we use. Like they're a dead copy of one.
Oh, right. So we haven't gone that advanced. But I guess this is set before TOS as well, so we shouldn't be too advanced by the Disco
but the device they're based on isn't a hyperspray. The device they're based on is just some boring thing that happens to look a bit futuristic. It's a bit like in the J.J. Abrams Kelvin universe. No, you measure the pressure in someone's eye. It's quite boring. But in the Kelvin Enterprise, on the console in front of Sulu and Chekhov, there's actually two barcode readers from like a supermarket.
Yeah. From the self-serve checkout.
It's the classic thing of like, set designers are like, if something already exists that looks like this thing I want, I'm just going to go buy one.
Yeah, it's cheaper than anything.
One Sulu, unexpected item in bagging area. Oh,
it's Sulu's eyes.
Oh my!
Oh eyes.
We should also take a second before we press play to thank everyone who's here. We had 80 some people. That's a jump for this show. This is a new show for us. This is really fun to watch Star Trek together with you and to give it awards and make a lot of jokes at each other's expense. But I want to say, Sea Dragon, thank you so much for the super sticker. $5. We really appreciate the support. Shinzon or also appreciates it wherever he is.
No, that was dead.
And then Shannon Flint, thank you for becoming a member. Very grateful for your support. Thank you. And I see a lot of familiar names in the chat. If I miss you guys, I apologize. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. So Jesse, Iceman Yo, Wardog Heim, Nerdy Up North is here. Martin D. Nerdy, is that you?
It's not me.
It's not you. It's your people.
It's Paul. It's the cult leader.
There we go. Hi, Paul. Martin D is here. Joshua, Crimson, Missy C, Uncle Hairball. Who am I missing? Sean, Inez, Dave Gregory. Hi. Anyway, there's a lot of you here. We're very grateful. Wanda, to have you. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are excited to watch this with us. Are you guys ready to press play?
Yeah. That's right. So what we'll do is we'll press play, but we'll also give up the timestamp we're up to, just to make sure that people can press play at the same time. This is different because, again, different streaming services in different parts of the world will be doing it differently. But if you've got it previously on, I'm going to be pressing play at the 46-second mark.
Ooh, 46.
Yeah, it's just under 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're starting at the credits. You should be able to see where we are here.
Yep.
Assuming this is seeable.
Yeah, I think it will be once we press play, but it's just a horrible colour to pause it on. And I can say that because my last name's Brown.
Hi, Catherine. Good to see you. Oh, that's Izaak. Already?
Purely not
Brown.
Brown.
All right, thanks for coming, everyone.
Slave shirt.
Losing viewers left and right.
There are
Thanks
3
for coming,
viewers
everybody.
left. Yeah.
All right. So you wanna count us down?
My work here is done.
No problem. So we'll press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space. Always want to do that. So these credits are some of the most beautifully drawn credits. And I remember the first time that I heard the music too, I actually got quite emotional listening to it as well, because it was the first Trek we'd had in a long time, since the 3rd Kelvin movie. And there was about a 10-year gap. And then hearing the music, which also, played homage to the original music, just the lone trumpet there at the end, I got a bit overwhelmed by it, to be honest.
I saw these because Paramount leaked the intro a couple of days before the first episode aired, and I remember watching it, and I watched it again and again and again, trying to decipher what everything meant, because you saw like the phaser changing, you saw the communicator, you saw Discovery itself, and then the music was just like, oh, this is actual Star Trek again. Like when you hear the music, especially right at the end when you hear the original TOS. Oh,
I was so excited when Discovery was announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was about to say I remember where I was, but I don't.
I think I might have actually got my Netflix subscription because of Discovery.
Really?
That's how it launched here. I'm not sure if it's the same everywhere else.
I just remembered loving the fact that the Discovery, the ship, was actually based on the design that the Enterprise would have looked like in Star Trek Phase 2.
Yeah, Ralph McQuarrie's design for...
Yeah, McQuarrie. McQuarrie was just a fucking genius.
So at this stage, I don't think Burnham's a member of the crew. I think she's still mutineer, just a hired hand by Walker.
Still very Vulcan, I would say, as well.
Very much so, yeah. And of course, this is the part of Discovery that's set before TOS rather than the one that's set millions of years in the future.
Space Station K7 on the map there. Nice little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And hologram maps that we never see again.
We need hologram maps, mate.
It is an advanced starship.
Into an extra room.
Oh, that's a good point. It's an advanced starship.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some food or drink happening in this scene.
Flirting.
Yeah.
They're drinking out of those. They're drinking out of those Bodum cups.
Yeah, they look good.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the pillow said USS Discovery on them. I kind of want to pillow now.
I've missed that.
Yeah.
Well, of course they do. Otherwise, how do you know when you send them to Starfleet Laundry where they've got to go back to?
I want a disco pillow.
You also don't know what ship you're on if it doesn't say it on the pillow. You wake up and you go, am I the Pegasus? Oh, no.
You are a disco pillow.
This is not my beautiful house.
That's right.
Hey, we've got fireworks.
Yeah. This looks a lot like the party that we had at the end of the year for Unplanned Trek.
No, that's like where everybody lets off flares at the football.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
When they're not supposed to.
You guys have parties?
Oh, sorry, mate. We probably shouldn't have brought this up.
Where's my invite?
Yeah.
It's a good party.
God, I love Mary Wise.
Yeah. Goes well.
She probably won't be in the show.
No space interference from Izaak.
Why was Tyler wearing like a Hawaiian lei?
Oh, it's a party, mate. Yeah. It's a sign that he's at the party.
Yeah, but he's the only one. Did everyone prank him by saying it's a Hawaiian themed party but not tell anyone else? So he rocked up and got a
necklace as well, which was very 1990s.
Yeah. You know, he looks good in a way. Like he pulls it off, mate.
Yeah.
You just said pull and lay in the one sentence.
I did. I'm trying to get us
very
that adult. That when it lets only the adults watch it. I'm going for that early.
Oh, okay. Look, see, he's wearing that's weird.
It's decent.
Oh yeah, it's okay. It's not on theme though.
True. But he can wear it though. Do we know if he's going to be in the Section 31 movie?
I really hope so.
I hope so, yeah.
Isn't he like the boss of Section 31 now?
Oh, that's the last thing we know about it. Yep.
I mean, I just want Sloan and Bashir. That's all I want in Section 31.
It looks like a pretty good party.
Yeah.
I'd go.
One thing that I find hard to believe about this episode, though, is that Lorca wouldn't be at the party. Why would he stay on the bridge? I mean,
He's a party pooper dude.
Mate, he would get there and smash it. He'd get into fights. He'd drink. He'd finish your drink. He'd probably put poison in it.
Oh, so it'd be just like you turning up.
He can't be at the party because there's too many bright lights.
Oh, you scienced it.
Goodwill. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry, this disco shirt gives me like 100 extra IQ points. It's crazy.
Did you become smart man?
Yeah, it'll soon fall away. Don't worry.
What
Did
does
you
that
see
take
that,
your
Isaac?
IQ up to, Goodwill?
If you get a decent shirt, Isaac, you'll become smart man.
Hey, this is a decent shirt. And my IQ has been steady in the low 70s for a long time.
Yeah, well, we've all been... I don't remember the 70s.
Not many people do.
I barely remember the 80s.
Were you born?
Yes. I got ID'd for Red Bull the other day. She was like, "You look so young." I was like, "I love you."
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
And you're now in a serious relationship.
Yeah. Married, 3 kids.
Red Bull does
It's a
give you
long
wings,
time for
mate. Yeah. The other thing that's hard in this episode is Stamets gets called out for like behaving out of character. Like that's But this is kind of what he's like anyway. Like he doesn't behave differently because of time travel.
No.
But that's just who he is.
Okay. Spot quiz. No, it's not a spot quiz. Fact of the moment. What the thing is, the Gormagander. No, not the Gormagander. The tardigrades that they use are actually tardigrades exist in our universe, but they're little tiny microscopic things. And there is a relative to the tardigrade called the Demodex. This is going to gross you out. Guess where it lives? It lives inside the oil glands of your eyelids.
The oil glands of what?
Of your eyelids.
Mine?
90% of people have this bug in their glands in their eyelids.
I'm 90% of people.
Yeah, I know. Wash your bloody eyelids.
Does that mean if Isaac spins around and jumps, he can travel to another place in space?
No, I've tried it. Didn't work.
Oh.
He does spin me round like a record baby.
Yeah, round.
Right. Goodwill continues to regret coming on today's episode.
The funny thing about this scene is that Tilly's going to eat Gormagander by the end of the season.
Yes.
Does she eat that? Where does she eat that?
Captain Killy.
When they're on Kronos.
Yeah, where we find out the Klingons have two.
Yeah, but which for some reason then she spits it out when she finds out that it's a Gormagander. It's a bit like you don't eat bacon and someone goes, "Oh, that was a cute little piggy," so you spit it out. That doesn't happen.
What do you mean?
Well, she says it tastes good. I don't care.
So it
if
doesn't
it's a
change the
cute
taste
animal.
when you find out what it is. Interesting.
I have a lamb roast, and lambs are really cute, but who cares? They taste good.
Okay, so this helmet, Deadmau5, 5, whatever he's called.
It's a good helmet.
It is. It's got a bit of I was thinking it's got a bit of Hammer vibes to it.
No, it's got a bit of that. What about that weird film with Jake Gyllenhaal?
You have to be a lot more specific, but I know you mean Donnie Darko.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Also, as well, the bridge lights are darker when Lorca is in charge.
Yeah. He's in charge of the dimmer switch.
Yeah, it's on his chair.
I like This is what I liked about Picard, where the bridge lights were just more militaristic and dark.
Yeah, and what I liked about this, reiteration of Star Trek is it's not that utopian, fluffy, happy Star Trek that we've had.
What was that word you just said?
It's dark. Dark?
It is a little dark. A lot of people talk about that.
Thanks, Did you like it?
Englishing is fantastic today.
Sorry, I'm trying to behave today. What were you going to say, Mark?
Oh, I like that about it. It's and everyone said Deep Space Nine was the dark Star Trek. Discovery was the dark Star Trek.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I like the sort of utopian thing that the older series were doing. But this is I like this show so much.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the final season of it. We've decided, for those watching along today, that during the last season of Discovery, and we're going to put a pause on the 50 Shades project and do the episodes of Discovery as they come out. So we'll be doing those for I think it's 9 weeks, because I think they're launching with 2 episodes when they come back. But we'll have a 9-week break from the 50 Shades project and just focus on Disco Season 5. And it looks like Goodwill's listening to a Disco Season 5 at the moment. We've got a message there that Voyager was supposed to be a dark Trek. I think particularly that Year of Hell episode was actually supposed to be a season-long arc.
Yeah,
and that would have been a really, really dark season if they'd went ahead with that. And I would have loved it, by the way.
Or the Vidian Phage, where we saw the ensign's face get sliced off and put on someone else's. That was very
you mean like face off? Face off.
Face off.
Oh, it's Nicolas Cage.
I'm
He's still desperate to get back into get into Star Trek as well, isn't he? He recently did an interview. He's still got hopes of being in Star Trek at some point.
He totally looks like John Travolta.
Helm, set course for Kronos. Sorry,
I really apologise, mate.
More crazy eyes needed.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, everyone, by the way. Izaak, you've got your tea, or Andrew, you've got your tea. I don't know what Goodwill and Izaak have.
I've got iced coffee.
Iced coffee, orange cider.
Cup of tea.
Got a little whiskey.
Of course you
Cheers, all of you watching.
I did it. I was appealing to my Scottish brethren, but I drank it before we went on air.
There you go.
Have you got some Iron Brew, mate?
Iron Brew.
I fucking love Iron Brew.
Made from real Goethers.
Yeah, you can get it in like one supermarket down where we live.
Which supermarket?
Wow.
You can get it one of the
Drinks and
Woolies, I
shit.
think.
I'm going there after this, mate.
As opposed to shirts and shit, this is drinks and shit.
Oh, shit. Drinks that make you shit.
So, point of order, I'm counting the Grudge Medal points.
That's right.
And the Morn Hub points.
Yep, so that's for pets and animals and any romance or sexiness that you see in the episode.
Yeah. Space Whale.
Do
I count it every time it shows up because we're in a time loop episode?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I'm doing the Tuvix medal and I'm counting all the deaths, not just if you die once.
So, by that logic, I should have counted everybody's drinks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you should have, yeah.
Yes, that's right, because you're doing the Neelix medal for food and drink. Yeah.
At the party.
Jesse
Yeah, a
B's
lot of
I
drinks
have to
at
tell
that
you now,
party.
I did not.
Yeah.
Jesse B's having raspberry salt water.
Make up something.
Isn't that a song by Julian Lennon?
That's a deep cut, mate.
Very deep.
Early 90s pop music is my jam, mate. Jam!
Jam!
Hey, Jam.
Pump
So
up
we
the
always
jam.
Why is there always a random person from the medical staff who you never see again?
Oh, just in case they die.
Yeah. They're the
Yeah,
red
like-
shirts of disco.
Yeah. When I rewatched this with this episode in mind earlier in the weekend, and I thought to myself, he is so going to die.
Like, I don't recognize him.
So I was going to say, some of you will hear us use the term jam eater a little bit in our podcast. And the reason why is our friends at It's Got Star Trek once did a little bit of research about Tasmania, which is where me and Andrew are recording from. And they found in the article on Wikipedia that apparently Tasmanians, some people call themselves, hey man, hey dude, hey mate. Tasmanians refer to each other as jam eaters, which is absolutely false and not a phrase that me or Andrew had heard ever before. And I've lived here the majority of my life. But It's caught on in the Star Trek community now. So when you're talking to us, feel free to call us jam eaters. We'll take it. Although neither Andrew and I actually have a fondness for jam at all. But, if you want to send us some jam.
How can you not like jam?
Yeah.
Well, crap.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But Tasmania's not real either.
That's true, but we'll get into that. Yeah. We actually have T-shirts in our online shop that says Tasmania's not real. So if you really do want to support that, head to unplannedtrek.com. We've also got one that says Shins on Insult Survivor as well. Which
there are no survivors.
No one's bought that T-shirt, mate. We've also got a Jam Eater T-shirt too.
I think my first ever interaction with Shins on, and I was being really nice. I was like, "Oh, I love you," and he's just like, "Ah, fuck off."
You got sucked into that, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm surprised the Shins on Twitter account still exists.
If I ever see Tom Hardy lives near me, so if I ever see him at the shop, I'm just going to be like, "You were on Unplanned Trek last week. What are you doing here?"
Oh,
he'll just swear at you.
Someone else.
Yeah. Why have you got hair?
He hasn't got hair, has he?
I believe it's a wig.
No, yeah. Tom Hardy, no hair. That's not allowed.
I've got another little bit of...
I love that scene. I love that line there. "You are mad." "No, I'm mud."
That is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Modder.
And I was just going to say, this isn't going to be the only episode featuring mud that's going to be on our list of 50 Shades of Trek.
Yeah, of course.
I think they should have had
I think they should have had an episode with Harry Mudd called Midsummer Modders.
Oh, British reference.
I know. That was for you, mate.
Yeah.
The only county in England where everyone's died twice. It's brilliant.
Oh,
sounds Star
We
Trek.
need more mud in Strange New Worlds. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Yes, him and Prime Lorca are available to be characters in Strange New Worlds.
But just to have Pike just not giving a shit about him, like Pike just does not give a shit about anyone. He's just like, when Boimler and Marino's just like, "Okay, your time travels. Can you please just get off my ship now? Thank you."
I want Prime Lorca to come back, but I want Jason Izaak to have the hair he had in Harry Potter.
Yes.
How good would that
Dragon Lorca? Yes, I love that.
But just that hair, holy cow!
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
I'm so beautiful.
It took me the whole season to realise that it was the guy from Harry Potter. Like, they look nothing alike.
You didn't know that was Malfoy's dad?
You either know something or you don't, mate. Like, I can't defend it, but I'm not going to apologise for it.
In a mirror universe.
I watched him last week in an episode of The West Wing.
Yeah,
and he was
played an Irishman, didn't he?
He was Irish, yeah.
Yeah. I reckon he'd do a good Aussie, to be honest.
You know, he might, because it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, your accent's almost believable.
Yeah, well, no, this has taken me years to cultivate. Wanker.
Hi, mate.
Love you.
Thanks, mate.
I don't.
I know. Why you didn't get the "I love you too" back, mate?
Oh, you chuck a knife at him. It's rude.
Yeah.
I like Mudd's vest.
Now, the guy that got the knife in the back, was that Tyler?
I think so.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to put him on my list because I'm looking out for how many people died this week.
And how many times?
Yeah, my typing finger is getting a little bit tired.
Your typing finger. Yeah. Typing finger. Yeah, good.
You heard me. Yeah.
Yeah, by typing you mean?
Can't do that musical sting when we're going live.
Yeah, you could try.
I was tempted to bring the guitar along, actually, but then I remembered that you don't like me bringing the guitar along.
I didn't say that.
That's probably a good policy.
He has told me not to sing. Yeah.
Could I point out, there is currently one of my guitars at your house.
That's true.
Blame Daniels.
Look at Mark, he hates the Blame Daniels. I haven't had any positive feedback about my Blame Daniels song.
I mean, there's a reason for that.
That's right.
You got some feedback, though.
Yeah, I've certainly had feedback about it.
Yeah, the feedback was stop.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, wait. So Culber's got his little zip undone. That's cool.
Like his fly.
No, well, I don't know. I haven't been looking down there.
Tig Notaro's character, she does it as well. She always walks around with the zip undone. I think it looks better.
It's a bit sort of Mariner, lower decks.
Yeah, it's also like season 3 Archer, where he just had like the open collar policy.
He did, yes.
You know, it all goes back to O'Brien, who used to roll his sleeves up. That wasn't really.
Well, yeah, greatest Starfleet officer who ever lived.
Absolutely, it's canon.
He's the man.
Yeah.
And Keiko is the most evil character in Star Trek.
Well, Jessie's just written that she would listen to Blame Daniels all day if she doesn't have to hear from Shinzon.
That's okay. Well for her.
Izaak sent me a cut last week of an episode, and it was just Blame Daniels for 10 minutes. That's tantamount to torture. I contacted The Hague.
And you're coming back on our show voluntarily. Or
Someone fucking talk about me?
I'm Grey Fox and Metal Gear Solid. Hurt me more.
I like how Lorca's got like a complete armory in his office and what's it? A Gorn skeleton?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And you compare this to like Picard's ready room where he had a fish and a book open behind a glass case. You know,
Picard's fish. Which is named Herman, by the way. Fun fact.
I've heard Livingston.
Livingston.
Oh, Livingston. Yes. There you go. Better.
Who's Herman? Now we
Herman
need
Zimmerman.
Oh, really?
I got it wrong. Herman Zimmerman's team named it Livingston.
Livingston. Yeah.
Well, if it came from Herman, that's canon.
Now, what kind of burger is Mud eating there?
That's a quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder.
It looks like a bacon sandwich.
Oh, a bacon butty.
Oh,
Is that a bacon butty?
Bacon butty.
Yeah.
I'll have a bap.
Oh, that's bad for Lorca. Party again.
Now, this isn't the Bee Gees version of Staying Alive, is it? Is it the Entrance version from the 90s, or
is it the Izaak version?
Oh, mate, I haven't covered Staying Alive.
No, that's what I've not heard.
But I would have that "Get down with the fever on the dance floor" bit that the Bee Gees did omit in their original.
The remaster of this episode where it's just Blame Daniels playing all the way through the party scenes.
Look, I'm pretty sure one of the viewers watching live is Paramount. So, if you want access to my entire back catalogue, talk to Mark.
Yeah, don't talk to me. You'll get this.
No.
Also, Paramount, if you are listening, merchandise.
Stamets and Culber, apparently, I thought were the first people you ever saw brush their teeth on Star Trek. Right? But someone tweeted me, it's very early in the first season, but someone tweeted me that it's not. That there's another incident where someone brushes their teeth, but I cannot find it or even think of it.
It must be an Enterprise.
Oh, that's probably
it could be
right.
a next gen.
Or is it Worf sharpening his teeth?
Well, that's not brushing them. I mean,
I don't know. I've got in my mind maybe Riker doing it.
No, because apparently.
I changed the subject, mate. I've got in my head Riker doing it. Nothing to do with teeth.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, but I've heard that Gene was a bit against showing people doing things like that because we don't have tooth decay in the 24th century. Like they've.
Did you say George Decay?
You don't need to brush.
George Decay.
George Decay's brother tooth. Hello, this is my brother Tooth Decay.
Right, so tooth decay doesn't exist in the 24th century.
Oh.
Well, remember, showers didn't exist because they had sonic showers, except when they wanted to have like Troy in a bubble bath, when all of a sudden it did exist.
Or Janeway in the bath. Or, even better, Neelix in a bath.
Yes. Episode 1. With Tuvok walking in.
Mr. Vulcan.
Your definition of even better needs work, mate.
Neelix in the bath means it's not Neelix in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair call.
Yeah. I did actually brush my teeth before coming on the pod today too, guys.
I didn't.
Recent feedback.
It's
Suggested
okay.
it was a good thing to do.
You smell lovely. It's fine.
Oh, thank you, mate. What I like about this scene, if you can have a look in the background action, I don't think this lines up. Like, I think this is various edits of the dance scene. It just doesn't seem to...
Yeah, because there's different people walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're out of focus, so it's fine.
Yeah. It was a decent dance.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Better than yours.
Mate, I've got two moves. One's the shuffle, the card
And
shuffle. The shuffle of the cards. And the Tassie two-step, mate. For those that want to learn how to dance the Tassie style, you put your left foot forward, your right foot forward, left foot back, and the right foot back. It's a really good dance.
So in that order?
Mate, you don't want to screw this up.
Hang on, I've got to write this. This is confusing.
Tweet it, mate.
I've lost interest already.
Oh, Jesse's just written a dance scene where it's Beverly Crusher. That's a very good point.
She hasn't, has she?
Yeah.
No, that's a real big surprise.
Oh, she probably choreographed it. Although it wouldn't have been Gates, would it? It would have been Cheryl.
It would have been Cheryl. Yeah, they're different people.
Yeah.
I might just round this party up to like 50 points. I'm having such a hard time keeping track. It's like there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there.
Do you have to count each time that Tyler gets laid?
Oh,
those two girls are kissing.
Well, yes.
These two are trying to not kiss.
This might be the time they do.
Fella's forehead in the background. I've just noticed that. He looks like Jaws from the Bond movies.
yeah.
Hi, Nina. Glad you made it. Good to see you.
Nita.
Nina, cheers.
There's some decent decorations at the party. Again, lifted directly from Unplanned Trek's end of year 2023 bash at Hogan's. Some say it's still going on.
Well, you could see the decorations if they turned the bloody lights on.
I mean,
Yeah, true.
when you're going on about high budget decorations.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like at least £12.
Yeah. Bloody conservative government.
You're gonna have to sell that shiny thing.
Oh, we have a kiss. I've said this before, but I can see a kiss behind Mark's right shoulder.
Haven't we all?
If this was like our type of party, though, the kiss would have happened with the music Faith of the Heart happening in the background.
If this was my type of party, I'd have kicked everyone out right there. I'd be like, everyone needs to leave.
If Faith of the Heart was playing at your party, everybody would just be in a pile. So
A good
A
pile?
pile of what?
Oh yes, a good pile. A pile of jam.
Oh.
Oh shit!
No, that's season 3's Faith of the Heart. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
They're all good. They're all
Yeah,
good.
the Faith of the Heart does really well being both the best and worst song of all time. Like, it's both.
What did the song need? A tambourine and a heavy bass line. Okay, that's fine.
Watch your mouth. Right. Still like his vest.
Yes, and what I like about Rain's performance in these scenes as well is it's obvious that he remembers stuff from the loop. Like it's really cool the way he walks around the ship and avoids people seeing him and stuff. He learns from each time.
Just Dwight
Which is
Schrute's
exactly
bass.
like what O'Brien did in an episode.
Yeah.
Which one? Is that Deep Space Nine one?
Yeah, when he goes back in, he keeps jumping back in time, then he can change what he does, and then he goes back again.
Yeah. He got two Vix points that week. He died twice. Yeah.
We did actually watch that, and the fact that I remember it, I'm pretty proud of.
Yeah, the fact that I don't seems about right.
Yeah. No, you're on the sauce.
Also,
And another interesting thing about this episode as well is, you know how
Jesse.
in this season, one of Lorca's motivations is his love for Michael Burnham in the Mirror Universe.
Yeah.
When Michael suggests they need to stop and get the Gormagander, he's like, yeah, do it. And when Saru suggests it, he's like, oh, do we have to? Because he doesn't like Saru, but he'll do anything for Michael.
Yeah.
He likes Saru.
Is Saru considered food?
Yeah.
Lorca likes Saru on
Lorca
toast.
wants to eat Saru, yeah. Because he's from the Mirror Universe. And
Can you imagine just... Sorry, go on.
Kelpians.
He likes him sautéed.
Can you imagine just one day where Lorca just snaps and just goes, shut your tasty face?
Flambe.
You'd think that his, the danger receptor that Saru has would always be on when Lorca was around.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's got like a little purple fin.
.com.
You've got a little purple thing.
Yes.
What happens when your pants are too tight?
I've got to admit,
Yes.
I love the commitment Doug Jones had to the role of Saru, and especially in season 1 with the clicks and the walk in those specially designed shoes. It's unbelievable.
And the way he walks with his arms. I love when he walks with his arms.
The posture
he
is
just
amazing.
floats, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could get any Star Trek actor on this show, I would want Doug Jones, who's probably watching live. So, Doug, if you want to come on next week, happy to have you on.
He has liked a couple of my tweets in the past, so we are obviously best friends now.
Yeah, that's right.
And he is, just the way he walks, it's just like a saunter. And
a saunter.
a saunter.
He actually replied to a tweet I sent him once. I asked if on set, because at the time Saru was captain, I was like, are you able to boss around other people and ask them to get you coffees and things, given that, you rank higher? And he just wrote back, I wish.
Don't talk to me again.
No, he wrote, I wish.
I would love to see a Kelpian have a cappuccino.
Kelpachino?
Ooh.
They do. They have them all the time.
Aren't they had with a cappuccino all the time? Particularly in the Mirror Universe.
I just want to get one of these little purple balls that if you chuck it at someone, they just disintegrate.
Mate, it's just a D20.
Yeah.
And it's just got 20 20s on it, hasn't it? It's a natural 20 no matter what you do.
Mud just said delicious, by the way, Mark. That might be a... Andrew, actually, don't you have the Neelix medal? If something's delicious, it's edible, right?
I'd forgotten.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. I'll introduce it and you can make it up on the spot. We'll be fine.
Oh, really? Because I never do that. What's happened to the Gorma?
Tilly just rocking it
tasty
in
gourmet.
high heels in a hangar bay.
Yeah, so she's like, obviously, at the party, she'd had one or two, right? So she's come straight from that. Mildly tipsy Tilly. I didn't think I was going to say that today. Mildly tipsy Tilly doing the science thing with the Gormagander. And what I like about that is a drunk cadet Tilly is better at science than anyone else on the crew still. She's still the right person to go for this particular task. But as we know, in Star Trek, you only really need 7 people to do every function. Everyone else is just passengers.
Well, according to Run the Enterprise, you only need 1 person.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we've never needed more than 2 before, have we?
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And one of those is doing bugger all.
Yeah, that's right. He's just given the orders and then he disappears.
Yeah, just like you, mate.
I disappear?
No, you give the orders.
Oh, mate, I don't give orders.
No, just no one listens to them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't give orders that are followed through. Yeah.
All right, so...
How good is Rainn Wilson at this role? Like
on the desk,
it's perfect.
He's just so suited to it, and it's completely different to Dwight. Like he looks relaxed. He just has the look of Mud. So well. I just love him in this role.
He just needs to come back in Strange New Worlds. He really does.
He's got more balls on the desk.
What, mate?
He's got more balls on the desk.
Oh, right.
What? He has.
Yeah.
Not rude.
No.
You're rude.
No, mate. All I said was what? How can that be
I
rude?
know what you meant.
Yeah, that was rude.
Stella! Harcourt Fenton Mud! You've been drinking again, haven't you?
Great. Yes, if I was married to you, yes.
So, Burnham just admitted there to murdering Takuma, but I'm not going to count that as a Tuvix medal
Takuma.
because it didn't happen in this episode. She's just talking about killing.
Yeah, she's bragging.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a point.
What are you just talking
It's
about?
a lie.
And as it's Burnham, she
No,
will
she did,
forget.
didn't she? She killed Takuma.
You give points to everything. Seriously.
Mark gives Andrew points.
Some bloke turns up and you
Hogan
give him
is my
points.
pet project.
I'll give you a pet project in a minute.
I think you've already got points in the Grudge Medal before. At least our animals have. Oh, who have we got?
Oh no, she
careful.
swallowed the D20.
Oh,
Trust me, don't do that ever.
She must have rolled a 1.
It's
When
not.
she goes to the
it's not
toilet,
good.
she's like, 18!
a couple of days later, it doesn't go well for you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a lot of Sultana brand.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I cast a poop spell on you.
My subtitles there just had trilling. Does that mean there's a trill on board?
Trilling?
oh,
Yeah, there's a sound effect.
Trill.
It says it now.
Oh yeah, trilling.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a
that
good
was when the
call.
work
Good eye.
experience.
Thanks for helping out.
Hey,
That's the
why I'm
work
here.
experience boy was doing the subtitles.
Oh, it's always the work experience kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, geez, I've got to get this fucking thing done by Friday. I don't know what that noise is, trilling.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where you have to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief too. So within this time, they've convinced Lorca that they're in a time loop and that the best course of action is for him to give up control of the ship.
Yep.
I can't see Lorca actually agreeing to that, even with a crush on Michael Burnham.
And they haven't been able to do that before this point, right?
They didn't have the information to give to Lorca
Oh,
really
sure.
before.
They finally know how to. Yes,
Yeah.
they found his vessel inside of the dead whale. Point.
That old trick.
Hey, but when in Star Trek, remember, when they were in a time loop, they had to convince Picard to not ignore Riker and do what he said.
Missy C, we agree with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. We've actually talked about having the Orville on our list of episodes because
Orville's
we
great.
like it so much. Yeah.
I've met Izaak.
Hi.
No, the good one.
But how would you know?
Oh, Goodwill.
Yeah. I don't even need the rest of the story now.
I want to know how you know you met Izaak. No one knows what he looks like.
Hello, I'm Izaak.
Exactly. I could be Izaak.
It was of all the places to ever meet someone, it was at Alnwick Castle, the home of Harry Potter during Mr. Gay UK. Of all the weird situations to be in, that's where I met Izaak from the Orville.
No, it was me. It's Izaak.
No, it was the good one, I told you.
Yeah. He's the one that can
I
act.
hate being the bad Izaak. Oh, man.
I didn't say
How
you
come
were
you'd have
bad.
fun? You know,
No, the opposite of good is just average.
not as good.
Average.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll take being the average Izaak. That's all right.
You're like the mean or the median Izaak?
I'm not mean.
The mean Izaak. You're mirror
Doesn't have a
Izaak.
goatee to be evil.
Imagine Mirror Izaak.
Well,
Just clean shaven.
he'd have no
And
beard.
a clean shaven and a decent shirt.
Yeah.
Are you still talking about the good Izaak, or are you talking about the guy you met?
That Mr. Gase thing?
Oh, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
mate.
I'm thinking next week I might get Mira Hogan to come on.
He's been on before, mate.
Yeah, I tell you what, yes. That wasn't me those times.
Take it from a man who's got like 4 or 5 personalities now. Don't, because it just takes over your life. Every stream, it's a different one. It's Truck Will, Wheel Will, Goodwill.
Mm.
We will.
We
Free
will
will.
rock you.
Hello, Ronald.
Hello, Ron.
Hi, Ronald.
Cheers, Ron.
Oh,
You know
Nina.
the cricket score, Ron?
Have you got
No.
pizza?
Did not get a pizza.
Yet.
Yes.
Not
Good
yet.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh, Izaak,
Yeah.
9 out.
9 out.
Yep.
So for those watching live, Australia are touring New Zealand at the moment in cricket, and it's day 4, I want to say.
Correct.
Yeah. 9 for 196.
Cricket.
That game might be over before our episode.
I reckon.
Who's playing whom?
Australia playing New Zealand. Who are you going for, mate? I know the answer.
Don't make me say it.
One's a Federation penal colony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one doesn't get mentioned.
Ever. Ever.
Now, I chucked a tweet out this week, which I'll say it here too. The Australian rules football season starts next week, and if you guys want to have a chat to us about it, because we both like our footy, if you need a team to support, send us a tweet. Let us know your favourite colours, if there's any Australian towns that you like, or any random fact about you, and we'll assign you a football team to follow.
Oh, I forgot about her dress sense.
This is Stella.
Stella!
It's a very nice curtain that she's wearing.
On the festoon, I believe.
You're a festoon.
Because There we go.
Because you fest. Oh,
That's very nice.
yeah. I see that, and I raise you, Thunderbird 2.
Thunderbirds, I'll go.
Oh, fun.
It's the.
I've got Space Raphael.
Is this the only ship with a hood ornament on it? Because it's got a golden lion at the front of the ship.
Oh, yeah. Like my car,
Now,
got a hood on him.
Look at this guy's kind of cape jacket thing happening. Stella's dad.
Oh,
That looks like, what's his name?
That's
from Third Rock
fashion,
from the
mate.
Sun.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, okay. Mud is now arms dealer's pet.
Yeah, that's a hell of a costume that guy gets. If I was him, I'd be wanting to take that from set after my one and done episode.
No, he bought that with him. That's his.
That's just him off the street.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Metallic trilling again.
Metallic trilling this time.
Mm.
So is there like rap trilling as well?
That's heavy metallic trilling.
Is there like jazz trilling?
Oh, mate.
Wow.
It's the notes you don't hear that are really trilling.
You really should have bought the guitar in.
Next week.
My guitar.
Yeah, while it's gently weeping.
It does. It's weeping because it's at your house.
And then,
It's
you know,
weeping because
as a
someone-
as a
weeping
wrap up
because
of a time
someone
travel
playing it.
episode, I really love that they don't remember the key parts of their relationship. They don't remember their first dance, and they don't remember their first kiss. That's just beautiful Star Trek writing there.
Dude with sleeves
Yeah.
rolled up. Just walk past.
Mm.
A load of them.
Yeah.
They had to wait a while for the turbo lift.
I know,
Usually,
yeah.
it's the awkward turbo lift ride, isn't
Turbo
it?
lift, is it? Yeah.
It's just a lift.
It's the non-turbo lift.
Door
It's the-
whooshes open.
It's the lift at Centrepoint Hobart.
Oh, don't tell me I work there.
Do you? Oh, I didn't know you were in that building.
Oh, that lift is shocking.
Come in and see Andrew for 10% off.
But piss off.
This has been
5%
Lift
off?
Talk by Unplanned Trek.
Mm.
I hope it's elevated your evening.
Oh.
I'll leave now.
Oh,
No, that was good.
Whose side?
That was my standard.
drop
That was
the mic,
good
drop.
Izaak standard.
Mike.
That's a heavy mic too. It's
Yeah,
going
this
to
one
break.
will.
It's going to break a toe.
Change begets change.
Mm.
Hey, Izaak,
Yeah, mate.
is it raining at your place?
Yep.
Ah, cool. Okay. Just check.
It's raining here as well, by the way, just if you want to know.
Raining
That
Men.
really.
Oh, what a great episode.
Fantastic
Oh.
episode. A
I
lot
love
of
this
fun.
episode. I was so glad when we got to this number when this popped up on the list.
Yeah, this is our first disco on our list as well. So
Yeah.
and those in the live chat, thanks so much for participating and watching along with us. What we're going to do now is we are going to take a small pivot into our segments and medals, where we're going to not review the episode and say this was great, 5 out of 5. We are going to swivel in our chairs like Hogan just did, and we are also and Goodwill. This is completely unplanned, guys. This is the show. Yeah. Oh my, good acting.
I've got a small pivot.
Yeah, well, we're going to do our segments, and we'll explain what we're doing as we go. For those that haven't watched our format before, but what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Picard Medal, which is a 3-2-1 award given to the best 3 characters or moments in the episode. And this week, Captain Goodwill has watched the episode with this in mind. So we might go from the 3rd best character and build our way up to the best character, if that's all right, Goodwill. But if you can give us the 3 best characters for the week.
Sure, average Isaac.
Do I get a point?
No, you're not good, Isaac. You weren't. Maybe dress up as an android, and maybe.
I am.
So the 3rd best character was Michael Burnham, because Michael Burnham being Michael Burnham, she saved the day technically with the help
That's
of
her
her
job.
crew, and she got to snog Tyler multiple times.
Oh, very jealous I am.
Do we move on, or do you want to go on to another category?
No, keep going.
Keep going. Good God, I
Yep.
haven't planned for this. That's right.
Unplanned.
With with 2 points, it is Paul Stamets, the data of this episode, because this is just cause and effect for the 21st century. This is so he is the data of the episode. He finds out what they need to do. He saves the day, more or less, and he has a nice bonding moment with Michael Burnham as they have a nice slow dance in the corridor while everyone else is stumbling out of the bar, pissed as a newt.
And ignoring the dancing as well. They're just fine with them.
It's
fine.
a James Bonding moment.
If you are not dancing in your office randomly to no music, are you not living your best life? So, with 3 points, it is absolutely hands down a no-brainer. Oh, Christ, why did I do that? It is Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Rainn
There you go.
Wilson. He is absolutely bloody amazing in this episode. I missed him so much. I'm glad we got a short Treks, but we need more Harcourt Fenton Mudd in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Please, Paramount, we know you're listening. Do it.
Yep, they'll do it.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it
Next
now.
episode. Strange New Worlds has been left on a cliffhanger. There's no reason why it can't be Mudd that turns up and finishes the action at season 3, episode 1.
Why not?
Yeah, so that's been revealed here on Unplanned Trek exclusively.
Exclusive.
Exclusive made up shit.
Yeah, exactly. While Goodwill was watching out for the best 3 characters, he was also looking out for the worst 3 characters in what we dub the Keiko O'Brien Medal. Now, Goodwill always says, I want the Keiko O'Brien Medal when he's on the show.
The worst character in Star Trek Discovery Season 1, Episode 7 was Keiko O'Brien, for she is the worst person in Star Trek. No,
Harsh.
The actress is fantastic.
the actress is
No problem with
fantastic.
Rosalind Chow.
The
Rosalind
character
is fantastic. Keiko is just unfortunately
evil.
been such a plot foil for so long.
And written really badly.
Yeah, sadly.
She was good on MASH.
Well, my favorite stuff with her is when she realized that Miles and Bashir had sort of a man crush.
Yeah.
And they like to play games together.
Yeah.
And her being cool with that was a lot of fun.
I rule the day I am at a convention and she's there and she goes,
It's you.
Right,
And you'd be like, I'm so glad to meet you. I love what you do.
come into this darkened room with 4 other henchmen, friends. With 1 point, it's Saru. And my note is there to get a paycheck. Because he had very little to do in this episode. However, every scene that he was in, he steals it with his presence alone, because Doug Jones is an amazing human being and really committed to the role of Saru, and I love him dearly. With 2 points, it is Tyler, and my note for that is man meat, because
we didn't see that. We didn't see that part of him.
That might be why. That might be why he's getting the points.
He is just there to either get impaled or snogged. So, bless his little cotton socks. He gets 2 points as one of the worst characters of this episode.
I've been to parties where that's been my motivation as well.
What? Man meat?
Man meat?
to
get impaled or...
Okay, with 3 points, the worst character is...
The word you're looking for is anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the points this week.
Captain Log. With 3 points, it is Captain Lorca. Again, my note for this is just cannon fodder, because we just see him die again and again and again and again. And he just doesn't really do much for me other than just die repeatedly. We get no progression in his character, no development. He's just there to be shot into space or shot in the head or vaporized.
Oh, well, you got to do
we
something.
will cover Lorca a little bit in a future medal in this episode. But no, that was really good. One thing I did like what he did is in this episode, he delivers the line, your word, Mud. And that works so well because he also means that your word is Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just quite like that as a little bit of, good use of comma there by the writers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Englishing boy.
Thanks.
Trilling.
Before we move on, I want to just mention real briefly that we are streaming simultaneously to our channel, the Shuttlepod Show channel, as well as the Unplanned Trek channel. Since this is our first time ever doing that, I'm just now noticing that there are people on both channels. Your chats come up on our interface here. But you may not see some of our responses because it might be going to one or the other. So anyone who, especially on the Unplanned Trek channel, anyone who feels like they've been quietly sitting by themselves, I apologize for that.
and it might be true.
So
thanks, mate.
Anyway,
thanks all for the comments. It's been great seeing it. Seeing the chat refresh every few seconds as new comments come. We really appreciate it. Mark had an incredibly difficult job this week keeping track of the Morn Hub Medal this week. So for new players, the Morn Hub Medal is awarded for any romance or sexiness that is spotted in the episode. We tally up these votes and have a leaderboard that we put out on X each week. Mark, it was a spicy episode. You can see why it was qualified for the 50 Shades of Trek project.
Yes. I gave up on the party scene and just decided to award it 50 points.
To the crew?
to the random crew in the party scene. So, yeah.
50 points to the crew.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm going to love putting that in.
Izaak has to go and work out all of their names. That's your job.
You're going to have to watch this back and...
Oh, man.
And don't get off Wikipedia.
I'm going to need another week off, boss. He's like, yeah, I know.
I don't know where I am. Where am I?
I don't know where I am.
All right.
Ever.
It's true. It's not a joke.
At the very beginning of this episode, Red.
Tilly?
Tilly.
Tilly. Thank you, Tilly. Tilly takes a drink from some other crew guy, and he tries to kiss her as a tax, I guess, or as a fee for drinking the drink. And she
your tax system
hurts him a bit, but like backs away, sort of hard to get style. That's the point. That's fun. The Picard's fish, that's on the wrong list.
What?
It became a propaganda.
Stamets going on about his love story, about how he met Doc Handsome and how he gave himself, how he just sort of jumped with both feet into that relationship. That was really sweet. That's actually a really tender moment. Star Trek often has awkward romance, but it often has really great romance, and that was a moment that it was really great.
Same for Star Trek fans too, I think. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
That's how they met.
There's so many of these. The relationship dances, that's 5 points. Barnum and Dude kiss, that's a point. Some of these.
I love these.
I'm just gonna give. We gotta give 12 points to. I think let's just give 15 to Burnham and Dude.
Burnham and
Dude.
Yeah. Mudd's dead wife story, and how he talks about how it was romantic, how her death is inspiring him to sell the Discovery to the Klingons, and that's romantic. That made me laugh.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, and then Mudd's reuniting with his wife after all this time. I found you. Where have you been? That was really romantic. Yeah. I really liked that.
He pivoted well. He adjusted to the situation.
Yeah. Oh, I had to clear my name. Yeah, I was looking for you, babe. Turbolift weight, that is at the end there. I'm sad. So that's Barnum and Dude, and then I'm sad I missed our first kiss. Dude says that. That's fun. And then Goodwill with man meat. And then Izaak with the man meat sort of riffing forever, try to make it more fun. And then I think that I myself and Goodwill both deserve points for just generically being most romantic guys on this.
We could have done better, is what he's saying, Hagen.
Oh, seriously?
I'm just saying, you could be more romantically endearing. That's all. We're all here to have fun. Yes, but it would be nice if there was a spark, You
never buy me flowers. You never take me out. You say I'm 10,000 miles away. I just.
Are we going to do this on the pod, or is it going to have this chat in private? Goodwill, come on.
You never
we don't do this in front of everyone.
Everything I learned from Shinzon.
That's right. We haven't done Shinzon yet. Yeah. Well, they were fantastic votes. Thanks, Mark. I'm a little bit, upset that. Oh no, I'm not upset. This is the first time I've ever written this down. Izaak, Goodwill, man meat ×2.
No, it isn't.
I've just written that. Yeah, I just thought I'd call that out. So that's my notes. Yeah. Okay, we're going to move to the Worf Medal next, and this is one that I had the eye out for this week. This is awarded for any fights that happened this week. So first of all, I've got Mudd fighting the entire crew of the Discovery. The Gormagander is fighting extinction, we find out during this episode, that they're on the endangered species list. Mudd versus Lorca, Mudd versus Tyler, Mudd versus Stamets, Mudd versus Lorca again. Lorca fought a crewman at one point and pushed him out of the way. Towards the end, we had Mudd, Saru, Lorca, and Tyler in a fight. And just near the end, we had Mudd, Tyler, Stamets, and Burnham. But I'm also going to chuck another point to Mudd and his reputation. And I guess Stella and Stella's dad got involved in that too. So Mudd's going to shoot up pretty big on the scoreboard this week. I can just feel it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to move over to the Grudge Medal now, which is Mark's medal, which is awarded for any pets or animals
Is
seen
that all
in this
the
week's.
points, really? That's all the Worf Medal points you got?
Mate, I've introduced the next segment. That's it.
Yeah.
We're over to the Grudge now.
We've
All right, we're already
mate.
on. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Grudge. This was also a little difficult. I'm going to start with Picard's fish Livingston
Because we mentioned it.
because it was mentioned in the chat, and then we talked about it for a second.
Oh,
We did.
Yeah. Tardigrade has 4 points. Hogan's eye bugs get a point.
Yes.
Or do they
Hogan's-
get 6.25 billion points because 80% of human beings have them behind their eyes?
So just so you know, Izaak, it's Demo Dex.
You're going to make me Google that?
You should. Google image it because they're terrifying.
Demo
Again-
Dix. Got it.
Yeah,
Demo.
so I don't know.
You go first.
Should we give them 6.25 billion or should we just give them 1 point?
Hogan?
One.
One.
There it is.
I'm glad it wasn't 6.9 billion.
Space Whale gets 5 points.
Why?
The Spore and the Spore Drive booth get 4 points. Lorca calls the whale a fish, and they have a conversation about it on the bridge. Trilling gets 4 points. That's the subtitles call a lot of the noises on the ship trilling. So there we go. Then the conversation about Hogan being my pet project. That's Hogan.
I'll call you Trilling.
Yeah. Mud is now his arms dealer's new debt pet. Because wifey's dad said, "I'll consolidate your debt into one debt because I'll do
One
anything for
pet
my
debt.
daughter." So now he's got one debtor instead of however many he's got. And then I think that's it. Sadly, no one's animals showed up in this stream. Usually, Andrew and Izaak have some pet interaction.
Yeah. No, none of the cats have turned up.
Molly
there we
is
go.
literally
Goodwill's-
there.
Goodwill's vampire bat.
Hang on.
It's not going to be a guinea pig doing a shit, is it?
Goodwill's bat.
There we go.
Isaac's sleeping dog.
Who's that, Hogan?
Oh, which one's that?
That's Ray.
Ray making a return appearance to the podcast.
Yeah, Ray. That's at least two episodes now.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
She's the one that actually moves the least, so you can get it.
Speaking of
Which
moves
is how
the
Izaak
least,
picks up chicks.
speaking of moves the least, we're going to return back to me. I've been I looked at the 2 Vix medal this week. So the 2 and I called this a long way out. I'm like, I want the 2 Vix medal. So the 2 Vix medal is awarded for any deaths that happen within the episode. And there's quite a few this week. So the whole crew died 4 times in the episode.
Okay.
In the speech that Tyler was giving at the party, he mentioned twice that 10,000 souls had died in the war so far. So we're giving them a point each twice. Tyler died twice. Burnham died once when she ingested the D20.
Yeah.
And Lorca died 54 times.
54 times.
So, yeah, Rainn Wilson mentioned that he'd done it 53 times and then he killed him again. So, yeah. So we've got to have a new winner or leader in the 2 Vix medal this week.
Wow.
Well, that means we've just proved that Izaak can do 53 plus 1 equals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, take that, good Izaak. Bet he can't do maths.
Like posing.
Yeah.
What?
I'm going to tell
What
him.
is? I'm curious because he's so far in a way the most murdered person in Star Trek. What?
Yes. And he dies again
What was
later.
the previous leader?
We've had a few people on 2 at the moment on our leaderboard. O'Brien's on 2. And
Yeah.
Felicia Howard in Sub Rosa dies twice.
Yes. Stop it.
Sub Rosa, heavens.
Yeah.
Candle slag. Right.
Candle's lag. Yeah, okay. That's the two Vicks medal done. We're going to move to Hogan, if he's there, to have a look at any food and drink that happened this week in
Thomas
the
Wayne,
Neil the
Oh.
Medal.
Funny, it looks like you're petting Hogan's other cat.
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne.
Yes, that's Thomas Wayne. He is a Mancoon, just like Grudge.
Yes, he is. Right. Okay. So, food. Right. Everybody was having a drink at the party. There were lots of parties. So, okay, how many people were at the party? You know, was there 40, 50 people at the party?
I'd go with 50. We gave them 50 for making out. We might as well give them 50 for food.
Good point. Okay. And then how many times did we see the party? No, so I'm getting you guys to do my work.
Yeah, about 4 times.
50 should be the sum of all of the parties.
Oh,
yeah.
that's complicating the maths a little bit because now I've got to do like a derivative or some trigonometry or something. I've no idea what that means. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Of like eyes are come in pairs. So I think
Most of the time,
as opposed to those other ones. So I reckon, look, we'll go 200. 200 people were having drinks in various timelines.
Cool.
And the one that I didn't remember from the episode is that someone apparently swallowed a D20.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
also, the four of us have drinks.
Oh well, okay, yeah, fair call.
There was
fair
some
call.
talk of pizza in the chat.
Oh, well, yes, there was too. Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't have that one. I mean, I don't have quite Mark's gift of being quite obtuse about what actually gets, you know.
Gift of being annoying.
Now, just behind the two Batmans behind me, my son just had mushrooms on toast.
Oh,
that counts.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hogan's kid.
Yeah. And I'm guessing those mushrooms are ones that can make you do timey-wimey stammet stuff.
I could go and ask him, but he's just gone back to his room to play PlayStation.
Are you saying that Hogan's son has invented Spore Drive on toast?
If he,
Mate,
look, if
Tasmania. What do you guys do?
Yeah.
We
invent Spore Drive for breakfast.
You are a Spore Drive.
We're real.
And apart from that, I think I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm happy with that too. Thank you,
Cool.
Hogan. The action remains with Andrew Hogan, optometrist extraordinaire, full-time nerd, and Izaak Brown impersonator. He is going to look at how this episode could have been improved by using a source of separation. Should there been one, mate?
Oh, yeah, because I'm so excited when I get to do this with Disco, because Disco has two sources, one inside the other. Like it's got two, you know, those really, like, you know how a normal Frisbee looks like the sort of the normal Enterprise, but like those Frisbees they use in like professional Frisbee golf, that they're like a ring. Thank you, Goodwill. You see, those Frisbees go way further. Okay. Like, because I chucked one once and it's still going. It's just gone fucking out there, right? So Disco's got two sources. And I reckon what it could do is it could separate the middle one and leave the outside one in one of the time loops, because that would really mess with Mud. Because, you know, he would come back on and he'd be like, fuck, where's the middle bit gone? I didn't plan on this. And then, like, Lorca would be like, ha, 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 there's no middle bit, so you're screwed, aren't you? Yeah. And then he would, like, win. And the middle bit wouldn't have to come back because it could just go and do its own adventures in a spin-off series. And when Discovery gets detachable nacelles, which it does, my, you know, favoriteest thing in the world, the middle saucer could grab the nacelles and run away from the big saucer going, no, I took your nacelles. And then that would just be, that'd be a Worf Medal. So that's what I got.
I love the fact you called it a spin-off and the saucer is spinning.
Spinning. You got that? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Props to the USS Pizza Cutter.
Up here, mate. I've got the pizza cutter up here, actually.
Oh, where's Izaak?
He's gone. Here we go. USS Pizza Cutter. Actual. Ow! Geez, that's sharp. Look at that. Look at that. You bloody cut your nuts off with that. Sorry, I've gone a bit shins on there, haven't I? Yeah. Anyway, it's good.
Isaac's spot drived out.
He has. He's come back on
He's
the
back.
other side.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, jam eaters and jam munchers, welcome to Unplanned Trek. If you're looking for the podcast that's talking about going unplanned into the wilderness, you're in the right spot. I am Izaak. I am joined by Mark, Goodwill, and Andrew Hogan. I am very sorry. A bit of technical difficulties there, guys. My iPad ran out of juice, and it was 100% when we started, so I think my microphone actually drains it a lot. But hey, that's what happens when it's live.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I got
like
to
the power cable in the front of the camera.
yeah, just making it looking genuine. I'll get rid of
Nice.
that.
I got a cable right here.
Just
myself.
wait.
You could have
Just wait
changed your
till
shirt.
Isaac gets- Just
could
wait
have,
till
yeah.
Isaac gets back on the YouTube and finds out what we were saying about him when he was gone.
Oh yeah.
But you could have changed your
Great.
shirt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the good Isaac, and we could.
Oh, we're still going that joke, are we?
Forever and ever.
Well, I did get to catch the tail end of the source of separation. I got to hear about pizza cutters, and I got to hear about how bad I was compared to good Izaak. What we're going to do now, though, is move into what some people call their most hated part of Unplanned Trek. It is late nights with shins on. Mr. Hogan, is he there this week?
No. Oh, yes, he is. Yeah.
Of course he
What the
is.
fuck are you? Oh, jeez. Okay. He's in a bit of a mood, but I think I can coax him onto the show. Okay. Fucking hello, you dickhead up there. Fucking hello, you dickhead over there, and fucking hello, you bloke with the beard and the baseball cap on. You're hilarious. Anyway, best thing about this episode was the Gormagander. Gormagander's great, right? You know why? Because you can talk to him and go around him back in time, and you can eat the fuckers. And you know what the best part to eat is? I'm not telling. I'm not telling. I told the Viceroy once, and his buddy scoffed it all, and I got nothing. So anyway, bye-bye. See you later.
Bye.
That was a bit
Wow.
of a worry.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got to go find him again. No fucking comes back. I'm sick of that bastard. Sick of that one with the hat on. Which one's with the hat on, mate? No, not got fucking hats on. Got your hat on yet? Oh, it's all right.
Goodwill's pretty
He's not
happy
coming
because
back.
he's not wearing a hat. No, I don't mind, mate. That's fine. And
Does
no,
anybody
just
see
that,
my son? No one's
Jack
seen my
Crusher?
son.
yeah. I'd just like to add that was a really good length for shins on, mate. That was.
Yeah,
that was
that's right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, guys, that is the end of another episode of Unplanned Trek and our 50 Shades of Trek project. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to watch next week just yet, but I am going to tell you it is another Harry Mudd episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
It's TOS, isn't it?
it's not. It's not TOS.
The Orville.
Nope.
Well then.
It's going to be a TAS episode.
Ooh.
That's a great one.
Oh, man.
I just because of you guys, I just rewatched all of the animated series for the first time since I was probably 18 years old.
How good? How good?
Back when I was a little kid sitting on the floor in my daddy's living room watching cartoons when I was 18.
It's
19.
great. Yeah.
You were
What a-
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And-
was like 7.
When you first watched TAS?
No, when I did something else.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
mate.
and yes.
Yeah. Now, guys, in 8 days' time, it will be audio version only, but we're really close to releasing our 100th episode ever of Unplanned Trek as well. So that will be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to doing that one. What we're actually doing that week is not just one episode, but 3 episodes. We're doing my favourite, Hogan's favourite, and Mark's favourite episode as a 3-in-1 special. It's going to be huge. You might need to take some time off work to be able to keep up with it. If you've liked what we've done today, another thing that we do is on our Patreon channel, we are reviewing Star Trek 5 1 minute at a time. So what we do is we watch 1 minute of Star Trek 5 and do what we did just then. We give awards out. We do the best moment, the worst moment, and any fights, romance, or anything else in between. So if you'd like to join us there for as little as $2 a month, you can not only hear our future episodes, but our past catalogue. And we're 50 minutes in. Mark loves this. Mark, I feel like
I love this. I love it. It's so great to watch a minute of Star Trek 5 and then really break it down to all those little incredible details that make it basically the best fucking movie ever made. Is so fun. We spent 15-20 minutes talking about a single minute of Star Trek, and when you have an opportunity to sit there like that and really dig into the details, it's like no wonder
it's a brilliant movie.
Oh my goodness. And I've said this many times before, your minute-by-minute breakdown of Star Trek V feels like the Star Trek V, the Final Frontier, the Greatest Frontier, as I call it, series that I feel like we never got, that we really deserve. They should have taken that movie, turned it into a standalone, 7 seasons of its own series. Shit. So good. I need my cane.
Terry Matalis could just grab it and do it.
You mean 7 seasons? You mean like 140 seasons?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. So yeah, we're about 50 episodes in.
We are.
Another 50 episodes, and we'll get syndication.
Oh, well done.
I don't think we will, mate.
If you've not seen it, it's magical. It's currently on Unplanned Trek's Patreon. We're working on it. We're gonna migrate it as well over to our Patreon, I believe, but we'll talk about that soonish. I get excited every time we talk about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And of course, special thanks to everyone that's joined us live in the live chat today. We really appreciate you guys watching along with us, and those that aren't watching live but are watching it now, thanks very much for being part of it. We really enjoy doing this. We're a weekly show. We look forward to hopefully catching you next time on Unplanned Trek.
Yeah, see you next Saturday. Bye.
See you later. Genius.